Hello, and welcome to the next video in the Create Better Content series, where I'm going to show you how to tap into your creativity so that you never run out of content ideas again. I'm Penny, and I'm your guide through this creative content development process. I'm going to be teaching you how to create more engaging content to post that's going to help you reach more qualified customers online. And if you'd like to learn more about creativity and how this can help you develop your content marketing plans, I'd love to see you hit that button and subscribe to this channel. So today's video, we're going to continue to focus on spring cleaning for your content development. In this video, we're going to do more than just focus on creating amazing content. Today, we're going to talk about doing a marketing audit that's going to review your marketing plans, and I want to tell you more about how all this information is going to help you with your content creation. Actually, today's video is going to take what we've done in the last two videos, the one before this, where I talked about 8 important metrics that you should be reviewing for your social media as well as your marketing plans. And then the one before that where I talked about spring cleaning for all those pieces and parts that are connected to your content. Things like your email sequence, your landing pages, your social media accounts. All of those things that I talked about with spring cleaning are going to come full circle into what we're going to do today. So all of those parts that you did with the first video and then the second video of the spring cleaning is going to come together with this marketing audit, because you need all of those pieces and parts, all of that information to pull this marketing audit together. And if you've just actually found me online and found this video online and you haven't heard the other two, highly advise you to hit the pause button and go below. I'm going to put the links of both of these videos, the one about spring cleaning and as well as the 8 metrics, the important metrics that I really think that you should be monitoring every single month. So I will put those links below so that you can listen to both of those before we get into this. Okay, so let's jump right in. What exactly is a marketing audit? Okay, well, a marketing audit is an objective review of all of your marketing plans, your marketing systems, everything that's connected to your marketing. And it's going to help you make sure that where you're spending your time and your money are relevant, reliable, and they are aligned with your business goals. One common misconception that comes with a marketing audit is that most people think that a marketing audit is a part of your planning process. And let me tell you, it is not. However, when you do a marketing audit, it could help you, it will help you with your marketing planning and knowing what's good and what's bad and what needs tweaking. And so some people can do a marketing audit on their entire marketing plan, but others may go in and just do a small marketing audit on like a specific area, a product, a service, content, an SEO audit, something like that. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be talking through the steps of how to do a marketing audit. Now, I want to share with you that one of the things that I do on a regular basis is every single month, I do run those numbers. I run my numbers from that one particular video that I was talking about with the 8 important metrics. I run a few more numbers every single month, but I usually run those numbers before I even get started looking at the next month, because I want to see what's going on, what's working, what's not working, what needs to be tweaked, where I am with everything, especially, with my traffic, where's my traffic coming from, and all that kind of great stuff. So that is a part of the marketing audit. It's not just That's not the whole audit itself. There's more to it than that. So I just wanted to make sure that I was clear about that so people didn't think that, oh, I just got to check some metrics and I'm done. Because no, you're not. So let's talk about this marketing audit and how all this stuff works. One of the first things that you're going to do with your marketing audit is when you look at all of those numbers and you look at what's going on with your marketing plans, you're going to review them against your goals. It's always best to set up our goals and objectives and what they refer to as SMART goals: specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-based. So you're going to take a look at all of these and say, is this what's going on clearly aligned with my key marketing objectives? When you've pulled the numbers and you did the research about your data, especially if you had done what I had suggested in that one video about the metrics, when you take a look at 3 months, if you're able to see over a 3-month time span and actually started to see the patterns, were you able to see which content it seems to get more engagement? Is it this email sequence, or is this lead magnet doing really, really well? Is this particular blog post bringing a lot of traffic to your website? All of those things are really great to know about your marketing to see what's going on, but how do they match up against your SMART goals? Is it measurable? Is this something that you're measurable? Is this realistic? Is this time-based? Is this definitely something to do with where you are going? You know, it's great to get traffic, and it's even a more amazing to go viral. And I have had the fortune to actually see some pieces of content go viral and drive an enormous amount of traffic to my website. But when I was able to pull the numbers apart, was that piece of content something that was so clearly connected to my marketing goals and objectives? Or was it something that I just got lucky and had, drove a whole bunch of people to my, a whole bunch of traffic to my website? And when they got there, maybe they didn't stay, maybe they downloaded something, and then they got off my email list. So perhaps I was, doing all those things that they tell us that we're supposed to be doing in social media, but was the end goal of this the correct one? Was I able to find qualified people? Was I able to find people who are going through all of my posts and all of my information and all of the ways that they could go back to my website? Were they the right people that were going to eventually convert into customers? And that's a great big thing that you're going to notice. So when we talk about our goals, talking about the numbers, I want you to think about that in respect to your goals for your business. And everybody's goals is going to be different. So I don't want to get real specific about goals as much as I want to talk about the fact that I want your goals to be matching up, making sure that each piece of content has a purpose, and whatever its purpose is, it's a purpose to reach your goals, to help you reach your goals. If your goal is to grow your email list, is your goal to gain more traffic, is your goal to get more people to your landing pages, and of course, once they get to your landing pages, can we convert them into customers? What are your goals? And is what going on with your marketing right now aligning with your goals? So that's the first thing that we're going to do. And then the second step is, if we've taken a look at everything and we're saying, okay, this part is aligning with us, but this is not. What we're going to do in step 2 is determine what I refer to as current performance and the gaps. There's usually a gap that's going on right now. Perhaps, like I had said before, maybe I had this amazing viral content and it drove a lot of people to my website, and I love having the traffic, and I love having people learn about, my what my products are about, what my services are about, but then they don't stay because maybe the lead magnet itself was not the qualifier that I had hoped that it would be. Or if they are downloading it, then they're removing themselves off of your email list. This is what I refer to. I'm talking about current performance and gaps. What is going on right now? So you can ask yourself, how effective is the marketing strategy? And are you targeting the right channels? This is one of those ways that you can tell what's going on when you start looking at those metrics and you start getting very social media platform specific. I don't know why I struggle with that word, but I do. Am I going to the right channels? Am I really spending enough time where I need to be? What are the strengths of where I am spending my time? What are the weaknesses of my marketing efforts? Am I missing out on any opportunities to reach my audience? These are all the things that you're going to start going through and looking towards as you're looking at what's going on right now at the gaps and what could be opportunities that you are not looking into. Perhaps one of the things that's doing really well for you is YouTube. So maybe what we need to do is, if we can see that the performance is doing really well with a couple of videos, what if we increase the number of videos, because it is a search engine. So maybe what we need to do is also take a look at the SEO value of the titles that we're using, the SEO value of the hashtags that we are using. All of those little things combined together will add up and find either strengths or weaknesses within what's going on with our marketing efforts. Another thing that you can do to help you look at what's going on with your business's performance, as well as the gaps, is to review your competition. Review people who are doing something very similar to you, doing some type of similar work. If they're a coach, if they're a service, if they're products, take a look at what they're doing. Take a look at their social media content. Take a look at, scroll through their feeds and see what's doing really well, because we can see the likes, we can see the engagement, we can see the comments. We may not be able to see all the statistic information, all the insights and the analytics, because we are not privy into their accounts, but we can see what's doing really well. We can see how frequently they're posting. We can see if they're doing videos. We can see if they're writing blog posts. We can see what they're doing on LinkedIn. We can see what they're doing on Facebook. So we can take a look at what our competition is doing. And when you start doing the competitive analysis, so to speak, take some notes. Take some really, really good notes, and look at what they're doing. What channels are they on? What seems to be doing really, really well from them? Is this a channel that you are not on? And perhaps this is an opportunity that you are missing out on to reach your audience. This is a gap for you. How are they positioning their offerings? How are they talking about, making a sale, to convert, to click, to come over here? What is their sales funnel process? Get in their sales funnel, download their lead magnet, see what happens in the email sequence. Is this similar to what you're doing? Is it making you feel that maybe I should be trying to convert in 2 emails versus my 4 emails? Take a look at all of that type of stuff, as well as especially with regards to the channels. Where are they putting most of their marketing efforts into? If it is the same channels that you are using, then it'd be really easy for you to compare. I'm doing 3 posts a week and they're doing 6. I am not doing Instagram stories and they're all over Instagram stories. So it's a really good and easy way to review what's going on with your competition and to really take a look at that. And when you start to compare yourself, it's like doing a SWOT analysis. I don't know if you remember those, but the SWOT analysis stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And one of the things that we can do is, when we do a SWOT analysis, we can compare ourselves to other competition that's out there and compare our businesses. And not in the sense of comparison, and I don't want you to fall down the comparison rabbit hole, and why am I not getting as many followers as them, and look at all these people that are engaging with them, and no. That's not what I'm talking about. Let's talk about this from the pure objective side of running that marketing audit. Let's look at it from the perception of, there's a gap here. What am I missing? And don't look at it as in the sense of, comparing yourself to them, and why are they've only been in business for a year and I've been in business for 5 years. Why is this happening? That's not what the point of this is. The point of this is for you to take a look at what's being effective with your current marketing strategy, and if there's opportunities that you are missing out on to reach your audience. So that's what I mean by looking at the gaps and definitely reviewing what's going on with your competition. So the step 3, the next step that you're going to take, is to basically kind of summarize and make recommendations, make some notes to yourself. I want you to look at this and be objective and try to pull any kind of emotional comparisonitis type of things out of this. Think about the areas that you're falling short as you evaluate each section of this marketing audit. Keep detailed notes of any red flags that you uncover, as well as when you are finding yourself in areas of excellence. When you see that your marketing has gone above and beyond the minimum, something that is adding value, that's a good thing to keep noting. So this marketing audit is not just about, oh, I didn't do this, or this is so bad, and why am I suffering, and why is this so horrible, and blah, 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 blah. No, 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 no. This is just as much as red flags and what am I missing as it is, this is excellent. This went really, really well. Why did this go really well? What hashtags did I use? What images did I use? What headlines did I use? What video did I use? What SEO keywords am I using? It's that type of audit. It's that type of summary. So that's one of the things that you're going to do once you have all of this information. And what I mean by all this information, that also included those first two videos that I talked about earlier. The first one, where we're doing our spring cleaning, and I referred to it as where they land. They could land on your landing page. They could land on your social media. They could be landing on your email sequence. All of that stuff. What's going on with that? Are you cleaning all of that up? Note those areas in your marketing audit that are either red flags or performing really, really well. And then take a look at the second video that I referred to, the 8 important metrics. Those 8 important metrics, start going through those and take a look at all of those numbers on all of your different social media platforms. And when you see everything as a whole, when you see the full picture of everything that's going on, that is what a marketing audit is. And so you're going to review this marketing audit, and it's going to allow you, because you have data, because you have numbers, because you have specific information with regards to your competitors, you can now make an informed recommendation, informed decisions about where your business needs to best focus and continue improvement, and what specific actions you need to be taking with regards to your marketing plan. Just a few examples here. Let's talk about this. Like some areas that we might have a common gaps, or whatever the word is you want to use. I like to refer to it as gaps. Are you still talking to the same audience? I know for me that when I first started my business, the audience that I was speaking to is completely different, and the completely different products and completely different services than what I am doing right now. So one of the things that I have had to do over the years is I've had to shift and update my audience persona. Who am I talking to? What should I be saying? Who am I, what am I talking about? And so if you're struggling with that and you're not really sure, one of the best ways that you can reach out to your community is give them a free survey. Ask some questions in comments, ask some questions and ask for the answers to come in the comments. That's what I meant to say. So reach out to your community and ask some questions. So if you're struggling and you realize that you thought you were talking to one group of people, but you're finding that you're talking to another, this is an important piece of your marketing audit. This could also explain why your content's not resonating. So take a look at your audience persona and see if it's changed or not. Another thing that you could look at, and that you'll be taking a look at everything when you start seeing the full picture in the audit, is you'll be able to actually see your content plan laying out. Are there pieces that are missing? Did you just jump from telling somebody about, going to this challenge, and then you tried to sell them something instead of trying to get them into the email? So maybe what we did was we missed a space here and there about how we can tell them to move from the challenge into our email, and then from our email, then we can update the email sequence to get them into the funnel. So perhaps we need to develop some new content for this opportunity that we might be missing out on to get people into the email. This is just an example. But you know what I'm talking about, that when you see everything laying out as a whole, it's easier to see the pieces and parts that are missing. So you'll be able to develop some new content with regards to these opportunities that you're missing out on. And I want you to also think about how you can, especially from that first video that I referred to, doing that spring cleaning, do you have website issues? The landing page, does that need to get updated? Does the email sequence need to be updated? Did you discover that maybe you had some broken links? Is there a page that you had having everybody send everybody to for your lead magnet opt-in, and it's a bad lead magnet and it's not something that is reflecting who you are right now and what you're doing? So you want to take a look at all of your links. You're going to update all of that, update the branding message, update your creative elements, all of those things you will note, and you'll be taking notes about. Note and taking notes. That's interesting. I just said that, but I think you know what I mean. Those are the things that are going to come up, and you're going to note in your marketing audit that these need to be addressed. So I get it. Creating a complete marketing audit takes a lot of work. This is not something that you're going to do in just an afternoon. It's going to take you a little bit of time. It's something that you're going to block off. It's something that you want to do maybe once a quarter, once every 6 months, definitely once a year. I don't know, maybe once every 6 months might be better as opposed to once a year. But whenever you get the opportunity to do this, just know going into this, I know that it's going to take a lot of work, but let me assure you by saying that the time and effort are worth it. It's so worth it, because what's going to happen is that your audit is going to help you create a clear and strong marketing plan, and you're going to be sure that it is aligned with your business goals. You're going to be able to review all of your marketing efforts, and I mean your website, your social media platforms, page strategies that you've used, all of your content creation, and how this directly affects your marketing plans and directly affects the goals for your business. And keep in mind that just because a piece of your marketing strategy didn't work for you, that doesn't mean that you need to drop that piece entirely. It doesn't mean that you need to drop that social media program. That doesn't mean that you need to drop that idea of a lead magnet entirely. I mean, if people in your business, especially when you've done your competitive research, and when you've done your competitive research, your analysis, and you're finding that everybody's on Instagram and everybody's doing really well on Instagram, that's a good sign that if something's going on in your business and everybody seems to be on that platform, but you haven't found success with it yet, it just means that it's not good for you. It's just that the strategy that you're using right now needs to be tweaked. Perhaps you have discovered some gaps. You've discovered some missing opportunities. And so perhaps what you need to do is think more about tweaking the strategy rather than eliminating it completely. And so the marketing audit within that, especially within that competitive analysis, is going to help you with that. It's going to help you in so many ways. So instead of guessing which marketing channels are working for you, instead of guessing what's going on and why is this sale not going through and why is this launch not happening as much as I had wanted it to, conducting a complete marketing audit allows you to discover your marketing successes, helping you review what's working, what's not, and what needs tweaking to improve your marketing strategy. And I can assure you that when you get done with this, it is going to be one of the best things that you have ever done for your business and your marketing plans. So thank you so much for joining me today with this creative process. If you've enjoyed this content about creativity, I hope you'll consider subscribing to this channel. And if you're ready to dig into the deep work of developing your content marketing strategy, the link is below to subscribe to the Create Your Business program. And when your monthly interactive workbook shows up in your inbox and the creative tools show up at your front door, you are going to learn how to develop your content marketing plans in a new way that's going to ensure that you'll never run out of content ideas again, and that you will reach more clients, more qualified clients online. You are magnificent, my friend, and let me be the first to say, I'm proud of you. Until next time.